Hello everyone, this is the video reborn. I have just changed myself to Darth Reborn. Today, I'm going to tell you the dark force of the Samsung Focus. The dark side, the dark power, has already constructed the device. Everything is in black. The bezel, the screen, everything is black. It has the highest contrast ratio, but that's the light side of it. We wouldn't talk about it. It saves battery power when with the black screen. Completely dark means 0, but it's not truly 0. That's another dark side of it. Because when you are in a completely dark background, the Super AMOLED screen does have spotty regions with dark and a little bit light, similar to LCDs. But it's not truly as worse as the LCD, like the IPS screen contrast ratio. This thing is absolutely amazing, but we are not going to talk about that. There are plenty of YouTube videos regarding seeing the dark power, or I should say, the light side of dark power. But the dark side that clouded this device into operable, it's actually the Bluetooth interfering with the Wi-Fi signal. This is a simple demonstration using the bandwidth application we downloaded from the Microsoft Marketplace. Using the server speed test, we can clearly see, simply using Wi-Fi, it reaches 4.34 megabit per second, and let's do it one more time. That is correct. Consistently 4 to 5 megabit per second. Now make a phone call to 611 for example. During the phone call, I'm not using any Bluetooth devices. But to prove my point, go back to the bandwidth, see if the dark force is with us. Clearly say that even with the 3G signal turns on, 5.28 megabit per second is achievable. However, with the Bluetooth turned on, I don't think we can achieve that. Currently, it is the Bluetooth devices. And let's do the test one more time. And you can see, obviously, the megabit per second decreases with the Bluetooth turning on. And even stuck at 85. My disciple, please use the dark side and push it over to 100%. But the only way to do that is to quit the application and re-enter it. And let's do the test again during a phone call. And I would have to tell you that this is very unfortunate. Like, I have to turn off the Bluetooth in order for the Wi-Fi to be operable. That's very unfortunate. It's not even running. Uh-oh. Let me do one more time for the call. Bandwidth. Testing. 100% with the Bluetooth turned on again. Bluetooth on. Okay. Do the test again. Testing initiated. 2.68. Another test has to be done. I'm sure Yoda and the other Jedi forces, it's interfering the dark side. Or maybe the dark side has overcrowded its judgment. So this has already proven the Bluetooth has interference with the Force. a Wi-Fi 802.11n at 2.5 GHz. Another problem is the Super AMOLED screen actually wastes more power when browsing web page with a white screen most of the time, since every single pixel are lighted. In contrast, the Windows Phone 7 interface, it's all black. That means it's completely off. Or I should say partially off, but off enough, low power enough that it saves power. But the browsing experience is actually worse than an IPS LCD screen. There's also a problem with the enlarging algorithm for the text. This phone does not have HTML5 nor Silverlight. It does not matter. Microsoft will issue that in approximately 12 months. That means we have to wait for a while. I'm sure the dark side is full around this focus. As you can see, everything seems to be perfect, but the charging time of this guy, it's abysmal. 8 hours from 0% to 100% using a wall charger. For example, the MyTouch has 5V at 1A. The Samsung Focus charger has 5V at 0.7A, which is even slower. May the dark side be with it. And also, there is this big problem with the camera. It has happened across all Windows 7 devices, as we know that it doesn't store the configuration, for example anti-shaking, and then I go to VGA video resolution, for example, and then I quit the application. I press the camera button again and then go back to the menu, anti-shaking off. I did change to 720p video recording, but unfortunately selected as VGA in blue. There's no tap to focus during recording, nor for video, nor camera. Another unfortunate thing for this entity, it's the power off without confirmation during a phone call. Uh-oh. And I can press the power button, and may the dark side be with you once again. That is very unfortunate. Finally, there's this Microsoft new feature called the Single Partition Micro SD. Samsung Focus is the only device that supports external micro SD installation. That is very unfortunate that once you input the 32GB maximum micro SD or lower, your micro SD card will be automatically formatted into the Windows Phone 7 operating system data structure, which interfere your SD card to be formatted to be used in Windows or Mac or other system using FAT32 or FAT system. And the memory card will automatically integrate into this entity from 32GB plus the 8GB. Usually it's equal to 40GB. And even though you do the binary conversion by dividing 1024 cube, it turns out that the system, after using it, it's 35GB left. Now this is the review of the Samsung Focus dark side running software. 7.0.7004.0. My disciples, listen carefully. There's a problem with the touch screen, touch sensitive start button. Sometimes I pressed on it, it doesn't really activate the voice dialing. But sometimes it does.
Sorry, didn't catch that.
Right now it works pretty good. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Yoda was helping me. Focus. 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 Other than that, that's all I have to say. Now, I have to go back to conquer my galaxy. So the Samsung Focus, may the dark side be with you.